Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. I just thought I'd do an update video. But before we get started, it's spring allergy season, so I apologize for any amount of sniffling I might do while it's on this video. It's kind of perpetual right now. So let's start out in here. This rack worked really well this year. Still got a few things left in here. Some I don't know, leftovers, stuff we didn't plant, stuff that didn't do super well. We had this neat thing down here that we did. These are leftovers. We started tomatoes like this, where we just put a slice of tomato in here last fall that we saved. And then we got them out this spring and we hid them in a dark place, dark, dry place, and got them out this fall, watered them real good, put them under the lights, and look, a whole bunch of tomatoes. And you can come and break these apart, pull the roots out. It might be a bit harder now to get them out, but when they were smaller, you can pull the roots apart real easy. So yeah, but right now, just outside, got stuff hardening off. Well, it's basically hardened off now. It's just stored out here. Some of it is what? One of these trays. Is it this tray? Yeah, I think this whole tray is going to my mom. And then the extras these are just extra. We've already planted tomatoes. I got a little rhubarb sitting there. Got couple tomatoes and peppers in pots. Those are going to my mother-in-law. So yeah, spring, getting everything planted, and struggling with allergies. So that's my spring. I love the planting part. Allergies, not so much. So I don't remember what I showed you guys last time, but we'll start here in the raised beds and we'll circle around to the non-raised beds. As you can see, we put in raised beds. I might have covered that last time. And then, before we start, I put this, check out this border. Step back a little bit. Check out that border. Put landscape fabric around. I had this issue with the grass encroaching really hard, especially on the backside. But really anywhere that I had these in-ground beds, our yard just kept wanting to come in. So put this border around it. Got this slab wood and some other wood and stuff, trying to kill the grass along the edge until I can figure out how to edge it real good, because I don't want to mow over the edge of this and mess it up, so that I can mow along the edge of that without hurting the fabric. This is a really heavy duty. I think it might be even more heavy duty, slightly more heavy duty than like greenhouses would use. This is a DeWitt. I can't remember how thick it is, but it was real heavy, and it's 5 feet wide. So anyway, our brassica bed's looking really good. We've got broccoli, cabbage, red cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts all jammed in this bed. Probably a little too densely, but that's what it is. We've got some broccoli heads, a little flowery looking. Hope they don't flower before we can get any kind of real harvest. Apologize for the sniffing. Probably bad idea coming outside today. Anyway, we got some little tiny peppers planted in these corners of the blocks. I don't remember what variety those are. I think they're supposed to be a small pepper plant, or they were extras, so we just decided to try it. Anyway, this bed here has some celery on the end. We have this random gap here, so we planted some zucchini in here just because we needed a spot and thought it might be big enough. There's like 4 of them in here. They'll really fill the space. Hopefully we'll be able to harvest some of this before that gets too big. There's kale, some different lettuces, something called, I can't remember what that is. More kale, different kinds of lettuce, and then there's carrots down here. So they're growing. Looks like maybe not so great a germination right in there, but that is what it is. Oh man, sniffing, I'm sorry, so sorry. There are little sad looking onions in here. We start our onions from seed, and this year they're not doing so good. Anyway, there's some sort of, I don't know if those are cucumbers. Can't remember. I think they're a bush cucumber in here. Anyway, this bed, little pepper plants, whole bunch of them, if you can see. These beds have a lot of surface area, these raised beds, compared to what we were planting in before, which you can see before over here on the back bed there. Those are sort of a mounded bed. It was hard to plant wide out to the side because you're on a little slope. Oh, the sniffling, I'm so sorry. Tomatoes, you can kind of tell based on the trellis. Tomatoes with beans on the sides. So there's, I think it's kidney beans and black beans that we're trying. We've never grown those, but they're like a bush. So we figured the tomatoes will come up high and those will bush out on the sides, and we'll prune the bottom of the tomatoes up a little bit anyway. So well, I think it might work. Over here we have, what are these? I'm not sure. I don't think they climb on this trellis. In this one, we're trying to grow Trumbashino squash for the first time, and that is a climbing squash, and it should be, I've never tried it here. I know people do it down south. It likes heat, apparently, but it is a very serious, and it might climb around the other side of this. So, I don't know if this is more, maybe these are the cucumbers. There's little baby plants in here. Anyway, our asparagus here, we planted this a few years ago. We haven't harvested any of it yet, although we picked one spear just to try raw this year. It's looking good. And then here is our green bean trellis. So both these beds are a pole bean, obviously for the climbing. And this will be an awesome arching archway of green this year. And then we have potatoes. I think we have a red potato and I don't know, a regular storage potato. Not sure which, I don't remember which one is which. Onions. Not onions, garlic. The garlic is doing amazing this year. Garlic liked this winter. It was a little wet, it was a little warm, just enough for it to continue growing most of the winter a little bit. But it really shot up this spring. We've got elephant garlic, a little patch here on the end. Oh, check this out. This, we got a violet here. I think it's violet, right? Peony, no, violet? Something like that. Pretty little plant. Looks like our elephant garlic's already getting scapes. I'll have to cut those off. But, all right, and then down here on the end, more tomatoes, another tomato bed with a trellis. So, once again, I apologize, guys, for all the sniffling. This is just a terrible time to make videos for me because I can't talk without my nose running almost constantly. But anyway, there's the garden. I'm not going to edit this video, so you'll have to just deal with all the sniffling like you have been if you've made it this far. And then maybe here coming up, if I can get myself out and make more videos, we'll do some more editing again. Joey's not pushing the off button on my computer tower anymore. So I think we'll have some more better luck editing without, randomly shutting the computer down. So thanks, guys, and have a good one. See you on the next one.